Quite the contrary, again, and finally, it's a far better operating place today than it was 8.5 years ago, and I thank you for that, and I thank you, Mr. Chairman, for your time here.
Do we have anyone else in the third row wish to speak this evening?
Good evening, my name is Mary Thorpe, and I'm a resident of Chemung County, town of Manhattan, and am here tonight as a concerned resident of Chemung County. I mainly came here this evening with a question, and I'm getting little bits of answers here and there. My question was whether the radioactivity coming into the landfill would be monitored, and I just heard a bit about that. And whether reporting would be done to the public to know what would be going on, if this indeed should happen, which I hope it won't. But part of my concern comes, as one of the other gentlemen said, when you worked around radioactivity, you probably have a lot more respect for it. I worked in labs most of my life, involved in research at Corning Incorporated and Cornell University. And we use radioactive tracers to detect, as a detection tool for biological things that we were studying. And we had to keep track of every picocurie. We only handled 100 picocuries at a time, perhaps. And woe be it to you if you could not account for every single little picocurie. And so it's just been boggling my mind to hear about all these tons of radioactive material being bandied about and even being considered spread on our roads. And I would just like to say, this is out of context, but I'm glad Chemung County is not accepting brine, and hope you will never consider that. I feel like I had to go out and get a Geiger counter just to keep track myself of what's going to be going on in my environment. So that's all I have to say. I guess the only other thing is that I concur with Tony that Pennsylvania should take care of its own waste. And I don't know how to say this nicely, but it just seems foolish for us to be taking somebody else's waste. What do you think about that?
Do we have anyone in the third row that wishes to speak? Anyone in the fifth row?